taco. Taco, taco sandwich.
Welcome
Titties.
to the Taco Taco Sandwich Podcast with my co-host Cameo and our super special guest Raquel Lopez.
Hi.
Raquel, to tell you too that I was super interested in having you on my podcast simply because you know how they say that behind a good man is a great woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I always admire J.P. Lopez. Is a good man, definitely, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I know, and he has mentioned to me before that you're the force, you're the brains and the muscle behind the show.
I wouldn't say the brains, maybe a little bit of muscle.
Oh, there you go. Well, that was it. You're doing all kinds of things in the show. I'm like, well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank
So
you.
how you doing today?
Good, good. I'm happy to be here. I'm not
Excellent.
going to lie. I'm a little nervous.
A little nervous?
But,
Don't worry about it.
yeah. I'm good.
We'll get to
I got some
places
liquid
where
courage.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know you, obviously from audience, tell me where you from, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I was born and raised here in Lubbock, Texas. My parents were super strict. Yeah. So, private school, everything. 1 year out of high school.
So they had money, okay?
No, not at
private
all.
school means that to me. but
No,
okay.
it was like tuition free.
Oh, bad behavior. That's why they put in a, you know what I mean? Almost
Maybe.
military type
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, so we did that, and then year out of high school, I had my son. So my husband likes to joke because I had 1 year of freedom, and then I got knocked up.
Same.
Do you enjoy that year?
No, well, too,
I
but-
did,
Obviously
obviously,
you did.
obviously. Yep. And so, yeah. And then now we've been married 10 years and just living our best life. Our boy is he's a junior at Tech. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah. So we're just traveling, working hard, and that's about
Perfect.
it. Yeah.
I also heard that you're an artist.
y'all only have one child?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Just one. Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
You
I
did
heard
it
that you're an
right.
artist, right?
Yes.
What is it that you do?
Abstract art.
Abstract
Abstract
That's
art,
very
yeah.
interesting. How did you
Yeah.
get into that?
So it started off when we first got engaged. You know, wedding planning and everything is like super hard and stressful. So I started journaling. I started like collages, scrapbooks, and that just kind of like let my mind just get off of like the important stuff and was just kind of just had fun. And then it just kind of led into not journaling, just kind of like art journaling, which is paint and like faces and, you know, and then I took a break and then I just kind of got into abstract. So everything's like all self-taught.
Is there an artist that you admire that kind of got you into that kind of artwork? Because it's not just for everybody. I mean, you have
No,
to be...
yeah, because there's some people that when they look at art, they just want to see like a face or they want to see,
something that makes sense to them,
Yeah.
like a scenery or
yeah,
whatever, right?
or some
so
people
they can tell exactly what that is, not like, okay, where
exactly
do I go
like
with this
what
one?
am I looking at? Yeah, so there's those kind of people, and then there's those people that just want to look at an abstract painting and just say, oh, well, I see the clouds and they're smiling down at this person. And yeah, so there's that kind of abstract art. So there's
Do
really,
you know what I admire sometimes about some abstracts? I don't know, sometimes the painting make you feel something.
yeah.
That to me is like, oh, wait a second, that's a different kind of
Yeah,
abstract right
yeah, for sure. And I feel like I hope that my art kind of portrays that because I'm like heavily influenced by nature and animals and because those are my favorite things. And
there. Nature and animals.
yeah.
Okay, I
so,
can see that.
But I paint like with however I'm feeling. So I don't have anything in mind when I go.
So it's all about emotions. for you.
Yes, it's kind of intuition. Like,
Intuition,
yeah,
okay.
I want to say that's the right word. So I go to the canvas. I don't have anything in mind, but it's just like based off of my feelings. So I could be sad or mad, having a good day or bad day,
I can't
And then, yeah.
aggressively as well to the camera.
Yeah.
No
son of a
way.
Yes,
bitch, I
yeah.
told you to
Just
pick up your
imagine it.
socks. I swear to God.
Exactly.
Wait
Yeah.
until he gets home,
I
son
know.
of a bitch.
I know. Like, man. He made me make dinner, and I never make dinner.
Wait a second. You don't cook?
No.
Neither do
come
I.
on.
I don't do it either.
High five.
Hell no.
No, I
Hell
do not.
no.
No. Yeah.
I thought you were a different kind
I
of
know.
because you know
I
what?
know you
Because
hyped me
you
up,
look-
and no, I
No, I
don't.
admire you. Come on.
Well,
you're
thank
letting me
you.
down.
Okay, well,
You don't
I'm
know how
gonna
to do
tell you.
it. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
couple of things.
Yeah, a couple of
A couple of
things.
sandwiches or whatever, right?
Sandwiches.
Hot
I
pancakes,
can
maybe?
do a mean meal in the air fryer.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Well, it's my
Well,
husband's
it's like
fault.
me. I'm good at the microwave. Fuck it, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I blame my husband. Like I feel like it's his fault that I don't cook. Because
Well, it's not like he's missing any meal. He doesn't look like he's missing any meal. So I thought you're like, oh, chick cooks like a
Well, now he
motherfucker,
does.
You know what I mean? Damn.
yeah, because when we first got together, I used to cook all the time for my son and I. And then when he started coming around more, he was like, let me do this a little bit better. Let me.
So he took over and said,
Yes.
"Haz tu
And then so
tornado."
at first I got mad, and then I was like, you know what? Go ahead. And
And do the dishes after.
exactly. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's an
so,
abusive woman right
Yeah.
there. I know.
oh, that's
That's
what you
not
got
the
from
Mexican
that.
way, bro.
You
That's
want
what
to
you
know
got from
something?
that.
I'll tell you something. Whenever
What?
I started my relationship, I would cook all the time in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then he kept pissing me off. So that's why if you see him walking around and he looks skinny and about to die,
He's been pissing you off.
he did it to himself.
Dang.
He done to
that
piss
is
me off.
so
Does he
wrong.
cook at all?
He does.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, he cooked for us before we showed up here. Before
Oh,
I got
nice.
this vodka up in me. You know.
That's
He
good.
was like, "You need to eat. I know you're getting fucked up
Yeah.
tonight." I was like, "Oh, thank goodness."
Well, I'm drinking beers on an empty stomach because I got off at 5, and he just barely got off at 7. So
okay.
poor
Well,
me
thank you
didn't
for
have
making it to
nobody
the
to.
show. Then,
Yes,
if
thank
I was
you.
really
Nobody to
thankful
cook.
before, I'm more thankful now. Thank you for making it.
Yeah,
to the
of
show.
course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. Have you ever had a chance to display your artwork in a gallery or an expo or something?
Yeah, so I
Talk to me.
started off like maybe 2 years ago. I did all the First Friday art shows.
Oh, you
Oh,
did? Okay.
really?
I did
Okay.
those under my tent.
How come I run into you in there? Okay.
Well, yeah, I think it's been a little bit. It's
Okay.
been a little bit since I started off doing that. And man, that was hard because, West Texas wind, there's so many times that I just wanted to quit because, the wind would knock down everything. One time it just disassembled all my my tent. So, yeah, I wanted to quit so many times, but I stuck it out for a whole year, like hot, cold. And then the person that I had my tent across, she has her own studio, and we kind of hooked up, and she was like, well, I would like you to be like, think about being featured in my studio. So I tried that for maybe about 4 months.
Okay.
And so I just had a little space on her wall in her studio. But that was the best thing ever because, being outside or being inside, like I'll take that 100 times over and
yeah.
over, So, and then after that, she asked me to be like part, not owner, but to, have my whole wall. So I did that for about a year. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
You know what I've seen now lately? There's a few restaurants, especially right here in Lubbock, where they're displaying and also the artwork is for sale.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can just talk to them and I guess
yeah,
have their
there's-
artwork in the walls to
Yeah.
decorate them. So every time you go to a restaurant, it's something different in the walls and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Hopefully someone likes it and says, yeah, I want one of those.
And I like
they have
that.
the name and the price
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
love that because it just brings light to like local artists that somebody might not know about until they go to the restaurant or they see their name and makes them want to look them up and
Oh,
follow
yeah.
them. So
That's what I did.
just
I
helps
have
them grow.
I have a huge painting, and it is Asian painting, an Asian artist.
Yeah.
And she was getting bullied really heavily here in Lubbock about like, oh, Asians started COVID, and things like that.
that
And the
sucks.
painting is like, stop hate, like we didn't do this, and
I'm a person.
you-
we're-
right, like,
yeah.
and it's got different points of, an Asian wearing a mask, a woman in the front, you know, side profile in a kimono, and it's layers and layers, and the medium of it, it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so thankful I found the art studio out on East Side, and they were just like, you know what, we're trying to get it out of here, and I was like, why would you do that?
Wow. Yeah.
This is
And it spoke
absolutely
to you heavily.
beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
this is like one of the major pieces. You know, a kid drawing his grandfather isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it
I
spoke to
see
you.
his granddaddy right there. He can make another one.
Yeah,
you know?
but it spoke to you.
Yeah, and it was just like a lot of people don't consider. A lot of people focus on the bigger problems.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, like, of course, LGBTQIA plus. That's a huge deal.
I can
you know,
say that.
Black Lives Matter is a huge deal. But like, how many people have genuinely sat down and heard like, holy shit, this
The
Asian girl
Asian
got
point of
bullied
view. Yeah.
over COVID.
Yeah.
It's a virus, you know,
Yeah.
and she's from America, you
Yeah.
know, and things like that. So it's like the little things, you know, and
It's
And that's what
ignorance.
and that's
It's
what I
complete
love about
ignorance. I don't
art.
like that.
Like, you know, that piece might not speak to you, but that one
it
Like,
spoke
spoke
a
to you.
lot,
Yeah.
you know. It's about the little, the in-depth, the nook and crannies. Because if you fill a jar with rocks,
Yeah.
there's still room for sand.
Yeah.
Who's looking at the sand?
Oh, that's good.
So
I like that.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
That's deep.
That was pretty. Yeah.
poetry.
Damn. Oh, when you smoke weed, you get your thugs way out there.
I could piss on a stick. It might come up positive, you know. Not for weed, but, you know, we're not going to get to
Wow.
that.
We won't mention that.
So how long was it that it was just you and your son before you met JP?
4 years. Yeah. So, yeah, it was pretty hard. Like, we struggled a lot. Like, yeah, we struggled a lot. But,
You see, that's why I go to the strip clubs very often. 'Cause I know I do
my.
support
Support
single
single
mothers. I got definitely. It's not easy,
Yeah.
bro. Not
Yeah.
easy at all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I was trying to go get a degree and then also trying to, you know, do the things that, you know,
Like
mom's got to
the
do.
degree, the full-time job,
Yeah.
the daycare,
Yeah.
the insurance, the doctor's appointments,
Exactly.
making sure you get your checkups,
Yeah.
the food, just
Yeah,
the
it was
Your
a
hair,
lot.
your nails, makeup, Sephora.
No, you don't
I didn't
get
know
that.
anything about that. No.
Making sure Medicaid got your breast pump if you're lucky enough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
It's just the argument.
It was
That-
just me and my daughter for about 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, and then I met my first husband. As much as I don't like that piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. He's honestly
He
an
was a good
amazing.
dad.
He's an amazing father.
Yeah,
Very
that's awesome.
active. You know, that's his daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's good.
he's-
At least you had that. Like my son's father tried to be a father in Houston, but his father, like what he did was just give money. Like,
Yeah.
of course, like I appreciated that, but my
Yeah.
son was like, "Where the heck are you?"
Yeah,
Well,
like,
no,
what's going
my
on?
daughter's biological father isn't in the picture. He like adopted her.
Oh,
So,
okay,
like,
okay.
that's why I say, like, that's his
Yeah,
daughter. You know
okay,
what I mean?
yeah.
And runner up is my current husband right now. And
Yeah.
they team up together
That's
whenever it comes
good.
to those kids and everything.
Because that's
And-
that's what
Nice.
matters, and a lot of
Yeah.
people just their pride won't let them like communicate, and because it's about the kids. So
Right. And I
Yeah.
think that's the most important thing
yeah,
in the
for
world.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So
Yeah.
he showed you, I'm assuming, but then again, that can make an ass out of me and you, you know, that he put your son first.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we.
I thought he
were-
put tacos first. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I didn't. I didn't
No,
know.
he put my baby first. He
That-
did. Yeah.
that's
He
good.
spoiled us. Like he took care of us, and
Aw.
yeah,
That's very good.
yeah.
Very good.
So I was blessed to meet him. Yeah.
Well,
sure.
how about you to him though? You know, like
Oh yeah, he's definitely lucky to have
that's
me.
what I'm
He's
saying.
definitely.
Like, hey, you didn't have to deal with her 9 months pregnant,
Well,
pushing it out. You know.
If I
Yeah.
can put my 2 cents in there,
Yes,
I can
please.
only assume,
Yeah.
again, the ladies who have into having that situation where they're single mothers,
Yeah.
I assume that they have kind of learned their lesson, and for the same reason, they will go out of their way to keep their men happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to
Yeah.
make them feel like, hey, you're willing to do all this for me and for my kid and
Yeah.
for our family.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go all out for you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you want to learn from like what you had and what you don't
And you
want
get to
again.
appreciate
Yeah.
having a real man.
Exactly,
that is
like you want to
100%
hold on to
behind you.
it. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Okay, I'm starting to process what you said because at first it did not come off as smooth as you thought. Because for a second you sat there and you were like, she could appreciate a man coming in her life. And I sat there, I was like, baby, I raised her all by my
I did that on
motherfucking
purpose just to
self.
make your face, to see your face. That's why I did that.
I was like, and then you kept talking and talking, and I was like, yeah,
I
okay.
wanted to see
Yeah,
your
no, no, no.
reaction. So you're like, what the fuck are you saying?
Honestly, without men, because truth be told, Rafa, you've always been there for your son and things of that nature. And to have men like that in the world, that
Yeah.
means the world. Men who are willing to open their eyes,
Yeah.
open their hearts, open their brains, open their souls, do what is right, what is morally right, because there are so many that could sit there and want. It's just like Dr. Phil says, love isn't enough to be able to raise a child. You
Yeah.
got to be able to provide.
Exactly. Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Well, to tell you the truth, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a father. And one thing I can tell you, I wanted to be better than my father. My father was not that great to me, okay? So I always had that in me. I've been married for 30 years. I have heard horrible stories with their own families,
Yeah.
CPS, baby mama, drama, and all kinds of bullshit. And I'm like, damn, that's
right.
heavy. And
Yeah,
I
I
had
don't
never
want
dealt with
that.
that.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was able to provide to my son a good life and a regular kind of normal family per
Yeah.
se.
Yeah,
and
that's a
it. I mean,
blessing.
there.
Yeah.
And they don't make like men like that anymore.
No.
I think the
Yeah.
only thing abnormal is that you only had one kid.
And for a Mexican, yeah, but it wasn't my choice. My wife couldn't have anymore because she had issues after having my son. So
Oh, okay.
we closed the factory. We make it into a
Yeah.
fun
Just
park.
a
You know what I'm
fun-
saying?
You know,
time.
it's a
Fun
water
time.
park.
Yes, exactly. Slip and slide.
Take it easy.
So again, no, to you too. I come from a bigger family. I mean, some of my cousins have my uncles have like 10 kids or 7 kids, and I saw the chaos in my family. It was just me and my sister, and that was peaceful and cool.
yeah.
But when I went to visit my cousins, like, what the fucking
They're
circus
all
is that?
running
Yeah.
everywhere.
And so since then, I knew you know what? I'm only having 2. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Hopefully, my first one is a boy. My second one is a girl,
Yeah.
just like it happened in my own family. And God just wanted to have me have just one boy, and I was
Yeah.
happy with that. That was
That's
it.
kind of
yeah.
the
So I
same
kinda
with
got
us
lucky.
too. Yeah. I like it takes, like you said, it takes a special man or a big man to take over a responsibility that wasn't his in the beginning, but
Right.
he just loved us so much that he took on that role without any fuss or leaving us or cheating on us that I know of. No, I'm just kidding.
no.
But yeah, and then yeah, so
I got a lie detector at home, bro. don't be laughing too much. I'll hook you
She's
up.
all happy right here, and then closed doors happen. We're getting 911. What's your emergency? She's beating me.
whatever.
She went through my phone.
Before I forget, because I won't forget, I got a list of some shows coming up, and oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, I'm opening for Meyer Salazar.
Oh, yes.
At Jake's Back Room on the 22nd of this month with Chrissy Covington, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Then I have another show in August, but I still don't have the date. I'm doing that with Adrian Green at Big Spring at a place called Alberto's Restaurant. Then in September, we got Mano Negra with Curtis Hines, and we're trying to do an all Spanish comedy show. So that's going to be very special. In October, I have a show with Timothy Williams and Baba Dub, which I don't know who that is, but it sounds like that's a famous name, but I have no idea.
You've seen him.
That's October
I've
18th. You seen him? Maybe I've seen him before. I don't know. Then November 1st, I'm going back to Midland, a place called Band Ventures with Johnny Vanier. Thank you very much for those guys out there who's been keeping me busy and helping me with my comedy career. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm
What I
happy for
don't
you.
appreciate is you keeping my papi on the road. He needs to stay home.
They keep me
Papi.
busy.
I want to try to get my artwork in Mano Negra.
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
the guy. I know the
connection
guy.
right there.
And actually, also to Daniel, our producer, and they want to do a podcast over there. So I don't know if we can do that a remote from Mano Negra. They're very interested in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we like to do that before the show, so that'll be cool.
I haven't checked out their new spot.
It's amazing
Is it?
compared to the little
it
one was
was
cute.
little.
The little one was cute.
It was adorable.
It
Yeah.
was perfect for comedy.
Yeah.
This one's so much bigger, and they also have the outside. And this last weekend they had the grand opening, and they have like these taco trucks and all kinds of vendors. It was
nice.
like a huge festival, almost as big as the Puerto Rican festival they did
Yeah.
a couple of times at the Cactus Alley. So it was the location is prime, basically.
You know what? I just want to say fuck you to the chairman who thought he could kill Mano Negra.
Yeah.
Fuck you. They came back 10 times
Is that what
stronger.
happened? They kicked him out?
Yeah. Well, to an extent.
They had like a different plans, and they're still working on they're kind of remodeling and destroying the whole thing.
The Cactus Alley or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
whoever owns that
I
area.
wondered about
So
And,
many shops are out of there.
So I don't know
It's-
exactly what
Oh,
they're trying
that's
to do, but they're trying to
sad.
do
Yeah.
something. Maybe it's for the better. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
They
At least
came
it
back
was
tenfold.
I'm telling you, it probably was the best thing for Mano Negra because
Yes.
now they have a bigger and better place.
That's
And
good.
it's
So
beautiful.
Daniel,
Yeah, that's
you're awesome, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love to see that.
Do you want to know something? Fun fact. Mano Negra was one of my first book shows ever. My heart
Really?
will always be devoted to Mano Negra.
I
The
have
book
very
shows?
special shows over there.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
very special shows where it was a full house, and it was so intimate. You got the audience right there in front of you,
Yeah.
and you make that connection, and it was amazing. I really love it, and he loves us. He's one of the biggest supporters for comedy. Besides JP Lopez, which in his last show that we had
yeah.
here, we had a full house, and it was an amazing show. So it was super cool. But Mano Negra has always been there for us for a long time, for many
Yeah.
years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're able to
Maybe
to
you
come back
should
strong.
possibly, you
Yeah, I
know.
need to reach out to him.
But I'll hook,
Yeah.
I'll hook
I
you up
need-
with that. But we
Yeah.
can go and talk to him. That's
Yeah,
not.
that'd be
He's
awesome.
super
What's-
cool with me.
That'd be awesome.
What do you have already like a genre of art that you would want to show?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on a new collection. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's been a while. Because after I was in the studio at Casp Studio behind Luca,
Okay, you're part of that. Okay.
yeah, I was part of that, and then I took maybe a year off. Like I just kind of got burnt out because it was like,
Yeah.
you know, every month you have to be ready, and then every couple of months you have to come up with something new.
Yeah.
So it's like it just came so fast, and because I also work full time, you know,
Right.
like so art wasn't my main thing. So it just kind of got like overwhelming when I wasn't even being able to paint. So I was just like displaying the stuff that I already had. What didn't sell, would go over to the next month. So I took a year off. So now I'm ready. Like I'm pushing out.
Oh,
art.
hell
like,
yeah.
Like I'm
and
so
now it's so
motivated
big
right
also.
now.
First Friday Art is huge
Yes,
nowadays. You get
yes,
people from all over
it's-
the place. You got so many
it's
vendors
really
nowadays.
big, yeah.
It's super cool
It's
now.
really big because when we first started going to the First Friday, there wasn't that many vendors.
And you tend to recognize
food.
seeing some of the same people that came
Yeah,
every month. Now it's
yeah.
like a whole bunch
You
of
can't
strangers.
see
Yeah, you can
the
see it.
same-
It's hard to find a friend.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I finally
Yeah.
found someone that I know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know the
love
feeling.
that. Yeah, yeah.
That's always good.
Well, I guess we come to that time. It's a story time with Rafa. Usually my stories are funny. But tonight I want to make it a little different. I don't know you love a man with every fiber of your body. I have. It was 1984. I was 17 years old. And I was struggling a lot because my father kicked me out of the house when I was 16. I was trying to go to school and trying to work in a silly job that paid very little. And sometimes I didn't have money, to tell you the truth, to eat or anything like that. But I had a girlfriend. Her name was Virginia. Her name was Lupe, and her dad was Gilberto de la Rosa. And I knew that they had dinner at 7:30 every night. So I used to go to her house at 7, just very convenient, you know what I mean? So, but sometimes that was the only meal that I had all day, you know what I mean? So I used to get, you see, most of my mother-in-laws hated me. I don't know, I guess they can see through me. And some father-in-law kind of liked me, but this father-in-law really, really liked me, Don Gilberto. I guess he identified himself with me. I was like his son that he never had. But my mother-in-law hated me. I used to take my father-in-law to go see soccer games, and we used to go get drunk. We used to watch lucha libre and wrestling on TV. Sometimes I spend more time with my father-in-law than with my girlfriend, to tell you the truth. But like I said, my mother-in-law hated the fuck out of me. I remember one night he tried to embarrass me in front of everybody, and she told me, "Don't you have a house? Don't they have food over there? You're always having dinner over here." My father-in-law got pissed off. He fucking slammed the fucking table, and he's like, "Don't you dare ever talk to one of our visitors like that. He's our guest, and we don't treat our guests like that." He took me to the side, and he told me, "See, my house is your house. That fridge is your fridge. Anything you need, anything you want, is yours. Whatever is mine is yours." He called me mijo, which means my son.
Yeah.
He treated me better than my own father, to tell you the truth. There was one night I was fucking his daughter in the ass, and I'm like, "No, he doesn't deserve this, man." I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is fucking bullshit. No, let me explain this to you. She was 19, okay? I was 17. I had no say-so on the matter, okay? Whoever did whatever the fuck she wanted to do, to tell you the truth. And of course I'm 17. How am I going to say no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I couldn't even fucking enjoy because, you know, I felt guilty. And, fuck, man. I mean, I dated her for about a year, and, you know, we could... Until I couldn't take it no more. And I said, "No, that's it. I had to break up with you. This is bullshit." And then she wanted to get married with me. I'm like, "I'm too young to get married, and I'm not going to marry a hoe like you fucking bitch." You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my father-in-law deserved he deserved a good daughter, you know what I mean? Someone with morals, with principles, someone who's going to wait until after marriage to start having sex and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And some of you guys out there probably have a good father-in-law, and please take care of him. I know I'm not going to heaven. I know that's a fact. But when I die, I wish I could have a moment just to see him again and tell how much I love him, how much I miss him. And if you're like at that age where you're going to be a father-in-law, treat your son-in-law real good, because he's the one who's fucking your daughter in the ass. Thank you. That was story time with Rafa. I hope you liked it.
How do you go from like literally about to cry to fucking your daughter in the
I started
That's what
crying. I look at me. Look at me, Linda.
Really good.
Mira. I felt for you. My heart broke
Not for the
for
first
you.
time.
I almost wanted to like, oh,
Pinche
I'm
tu madre.
sorry.
I almost cried.
I
but
got a
listen,
chancla on tonight.
the magic of this story, to tell you the truth, is because, again, my comedy is not just about ha ha ha, he, he, and all that. It's a little more dramatic and more theatrical. And I want you to put yourself in my shoes, or in the shoes of a certain other character in my story, and see how
don't want to be
you
in her
act.
ass.
What do you think about that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
And also, it's part of life. It's part of the reality where we live in.
That's good art.
I'm just saying, be good to your father-in-law, and you're a father-in-law, be good to your son-in-law. You know, that's all there is to it.
I hope my father chews you up and spits you the fuck out. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh, you don't do that to a woman. Especially,
My
here's the
emotions were
first
like
time.
up, down, like
See,
seriously.
I'm a dumbass woman, okay? I wish I was more intelligent, because you know how they have the Ninja Turtles? My emotions are like Raphael, the Ninja Turtle, because I feel fucking
That's
intense.
the one with
And
the
then
red.
once I'm fucking betrayed, oh, I'm gonna
You're
burn
mad.
you.
Mad.
I'm gonna burn you. I'm giving you choro. I pray to the God. You want to know something? I figure something out. If you are Hispanic or of any type of Latin descent, once you become a mother, that's how you get the powers. I'm a mom of 2 now. I'm praying to the gods tonight, and you will get choro in 2 days. I
It was a good
promise
story, and you were laughing, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you were.
I was laughing.
It was good.
Oh my God. Have you ever had that happen to you?
Yeah.
Oh, you were
Wait a second. Hold on.
Not that part.
Welcome to the dark times.
I should have specified, like, asked you, like, what part?
Taco
have you
sandwich in the
ever-
dark.
so-
Okay.
The tough question, you know.
Gosh, I'm afraid.
Well, okay, I'll get my
I'm so
dirt out.
afraid.
My daughter's father, biologically, we got engaged at, you know, like the gender reveal. He proposed 1 knee
Okay.
and things of that nature. I had my daughter in February. That September, I was in the mental facility here in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah.
Postpartum hit hard,
Oh.
and it hits you real hard. No one
You
really
don't even know. like,
Yeah. Nobody talked about it. Everybody talks about, you know, like the breastfeeding will be hard and you'll stay up all night.
Yeah.
You don't talk about that sometimes you can feed them, change them, burp them, they don't stop crying. And I was there alone
Yeah. Yeah.
while he was sitting there with his upstairs neighbor and his ex-girlfriend
Oh, no.
Ouch.
while a ring was on my motherfucking finger.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no. He got the videotapes of me after. Trust me. I get my revenge. I get it hard.
What did you do? I'm curious.
There's certain things that we're not allowed to talk on camera.
I didn't do. I found his real father.
Oh.
But
You're bad.
oh, yeah. Raphael, everyone. But honestly, for you, you know, like, you had a son with someone, you know.
Yeah.
Was it more or less a typical, like, oops, it
Like
happened?
one night stand kind of thing.
Well, I wouldn't say one night stand, maybe a fling and the oops, you know, and then, you know, let them go on with their lives? Or was it more complicated than that? And you were like, you know what, it's just too much. I need to find better.
So I don't know. Like, so we were both in our partying days because he was at Tech, I was at South Plains, and that just kind of like it was just about partying, really.
Right.
And I think he caught feelings, I caught feelings, and then as soon as I told him that I was pregnant, and then that was it.
You got other feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a scare.
Exactly.
It was a fear.
Yeah. So as soon as that happened, then he was out. The day that my son was born, all his family was in town because he's from Houston. So all his family were in town for the graduation, and yet my son's dad didn't tell him, any of his family or anything, that he's about to have a baby or he just had a baby. So that kind of just is an eye-opener about how he is.
I will say one thing that I wish men would do is I had this incident happen to me at work today. Was a man called the store. I work at an automotive shop. So a man called the store. I picked up the phone. He goes, oops, wrong number, hangs up. It happens all the time. I've seen my father do it. Whenever a woman picks up the phone, you know, wrong number, hang up.
Yeah.
Wait 5 minutes, call back. If she picks up again, he starts talking in Spanish. He knows she don't understand. Hang up. And then he waits 5 more minutes and waits for the guy. And he gets the guy that time and then, you know, talk or whatever. I would have more respect for you if you told me straight up, you have a vagina, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Where is a guy? I would have way more respect for you just being straight up like that instead of the bullshit, ooh, wrong number,
Yeah.
and hang up. You know, same thing with fathers.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like you're cut out for it, don't do the skip around giving hope. Just flat out say, you know what,
Yeah.
it's not for me. I'm backing out. If you want to have the baby, it's your choice. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
And then it would have been cut off
Yeah.
right then and there.
The
Carried on
first
with
4
your life.
years of my son's life, it would have been a lot easier if he would have just been like, I can't do it, bye. Like, because man, it was
You keep hoping
Because
that
there's
he's
a
gonna
man
do
right
something
there
to
who
get
Yeah.
was
the
willing to do it.
exactly.
You could have found him a lot sooner.
exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah, and not that I had hope for us to be together, but to
Right.
actually be in my son's life. Like that's what I was just, and then like just like the whole travel, it was just so much drama. Like you talked about baby mama drama, that was baby daddy drama.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Talking about traveling,
I mean-
also something a little more happy because
Yeah.
you guys went too sad in that
Yeah, I know.
moment, and I not that kind of
you
podcast.
did that.
No, I did. Oh yes, yes. Sorry, my fault. No, I saw the great vacation you guys had. Where did you guys went to? You were on the beach with your
Oh
husband.
yeah,
and
we went to Destin.
Destin.
Florida.
Where's
yeah,
Florida?
in Florida.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Florida is amazing because they have like the white sand and blue,
Yes, the
blue
like
ocean.
turquoise waters. It was beautiful. Yeah.
I've only gone to Miami. Every state I've only gone to like a major place everyone knows. I've never like traveled in the
we
state.
love Miami 'cause just because of the art, like the small like mom and pop, and
Yeah.
like it's so expensive to stay there.
In downtown, they had a bunch of great galleries. Some of the most
Yeah.
amazing galleries right there. They have the monorail in the downtown
Yeah.
area. They're incredible.
Yeah, we love Florida.
So how
We
long
love
were
Florida.
you in this place in Florida?
Maybe 6 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we basically, since we went to Destin this time, because it's not anywhere near Miami, we just.
Where is it? The north part by Cocoa Beach,
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. Like,
by Tampa on the other side, maybe.
below what? Below Alabama?
Oh, okay,
Oh,
like
okay.
you know idea. Okay, by the panhandle thingy, whatever.
Yeah.
it's
The
called.
little
Yes.
tail.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
The butt
exactly.
plug is what I call it.
Exactly. So, yeah. So we basically we just beached all day. Like we got freaking drunk. We
As
You
you
look
should,
tan.
as
Y'all
you do.
look
Okay.
tan. Y'all look dark. Y'all look like what my mother's printer vagina should have looked like.
I wish I looked this color all year round. Like I really do. But yeah, we just stayed on the beach all day. We ate some good food, checked out some good restaurants. That's really about it. All we did, just hanged out with our friends.
So outside of art and traveling, do you have any other hobbies?
No.
Helping with the podcast, which
Yeah.
is like
We-
a lot of
I
work
bet
right there
that
to
takes
begin
a
with.
lot.
We stay pretty busy because JP has his photography business. So I usually go with him on the photo shoots to hold his light, to be his assistant.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then
you see, that's a good team right there. I
yeah.
fucking love that.
yeah. And then for his podcast, I like to call myself the producer, but
Yeah.
I don't produce shit.
But that means she does everything.
Yes.
Pretty much.
But all I do is take pictures of like the guest and him. I don't
Yeah.
even edit the podcast. I don't edit the pictures that I take.
You're a producer,
But
damn
I'm
it.
the-
You give him your
I'm the
coochie, you're the
producer.
producer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, we stay busy with that.
I heard you
So
guys gonna
that's
get a
it.
bigger and better place
I think
soon.
we will.
Yeah?
I think we will, God willing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's in our future. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
That sounds
yeah,
absolutely
so that's really about it.
amazing.
Like we stay pretty busy, even
If
though
you-
we don't have the little ones. Like
Yeah, if you don't
We're-
mind me asking, around what age are you?
40. I'll be 42 or 43.
This is why I had the kids early, babe.
No, you don't
This
look
is
40.
why it happened.
You don't look 40 at
They're
all.
traveling.
I
They're
don't
fitting to
know.
get a bigger house. Look at them. Mira. Shit. Have kids young
Exactly.
and then cut off.
You know what? There's some of our friend group that they had their kids way before us, and so they've been living their best lives. Just their husband, and like their spouses, like traveling, doing their things. And then we also have a friend group that are like kind of in the middle of it. We're still going to like kids' birthday parties. We're still, like graduations and things like that. So our friend group
Oh,
is
excuse
like
me.
a big variety.
I
It keeps us balanced.
I believe that in the opposite. Instead of marrying young, I would like for people to, live your life, and once you're ready and
Yes.
mature enough, then have your kids.
But a lot of people,
That's what
a lot of people, me, didn't do it that way. Like you had your
Accidents
babies
happen.
early. You had your
No,
babies
when it
early,
happens like that, it happens
so
like that. You
live
don't have
your-
a choice. But if you
Yeah.
ever had a choice, I believe I would rather for
Yes.
people
Yeah.
to have it
And that's
later.
what we want for our son. Like we want him to finish
See?
college. We want him to go through all the girls. We want him to
Enjoy life, travel, do whatever the
And
hell you want
then-
to do. When you're tired of it,
Exactly.
then settle
and then
down.
settle down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we
I
want for
completely
him.
agree with you on that.
Yeah. But, it worked out for us.
You get horny, Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Wrap it up.
buy the
Wrap it
good
up, son.
condoms. If I could tell
hate
you out of
condoms. I'm allergic
everything,
to
buy
condoms.
the main brand condom.
Well, I'm not allergic.
never-
man.
Don't do the cheap one.
We never had to use condoms because I could never get pregnant, so we weren't. It was not as. It
Like I
was
said,
not a
I'm
thing
not.
for
I'm
us.
not really allergic to condoms, but I don't like them. It's kind. When you're trying to put a sweater on a kid that doesn't cooperate and he's going like this, and shit like that, and you're like, you motherfucker!
It's like that balloon
Hold
that
still,
just
you
goes-
son of a bitch! And, I don't want it.
Rafa,
Just
I
like
didn't
that.
realize you were that small. Stop
no,
telling
it's
secrets.
it's not that I'm allergic, but my dad doesn't like the condom. That's it. It's like he refused not doing that. Son of a bitch.
Oh, man.
I'm allergic to latex.
Are you?
So
I have actually
For real?
told. I shall
yeah, for real. Like I'll break out. Like it's bad. It's bad. So
So-
accidents happened.
I have
Birth
actually.
control didn't work.
I have told my dick, listen, bro.
Listen.
Okay.
Let's just trick her. Let's just put the condom first, and then when she's done with it, we take it off right away. He's like, no, we're not doing that.
No.
That's worse.
I know. I'm not trying to.
I didn't even know
I'm
how
not trying
Coming
to
her
look better.
before she comes. That's a less likelihood.
Right?
Oh my God.
I'm just being honest.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Don't listen to Rafa's
Yes.
education material when
Regarding
it comes to sex.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Be
Oh
patient,
my
Rafa.
God.
But then again, I only have
Yeah.
one son, and that's it.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm a pull-out artist. You see what I'm saying?
That works. That works.
Rafa, God is
Oh,
watching.
man.
God
I
is
know.
seeing.
Sorry, I'm not going over there. I know where I'm going. Believe me, I know what I've done.
I was gonna say that. You did say that. You're not. No, you're not.
All I'm
going.
going to say anytime I'm around Rafa, sana. Every time, like, I thought I was bad.
Yeah.
At least everyone sees me coming from a mile away. This
Yeah, you never know
motherfucker's
until
hit.
it's
I'm a little more
Holy
tricky.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
You're a
I come out of
mystery.
left field.
Ah!
all the time.
Oh my
It's part of my
goodness.
charm, I
Yeah.
guess.
That is terrifying. So, did you grow up here in Lubbock?
Yeah. Yeah.
You born and raised?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
I went to the private school,
Mm-hmm.
so not a lot of people know about it because it was a small church school.
Oh, church school. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a church school. So where I went to church and where I went to school, it was all the same people.
Yeah.
So I didn't that's why I grew up so sheltered because we didn't know anything outside of just
The cult.
exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was
I
really
don't know.
tough.
I like freedom. I just
Yeah.
I can't even
I-
imagine.
Yeah, it was. Then that's all you really know. So you don't
You're
think
right.
that you're missing out until I got older, and you start working, having little part-time jobs, and you're like, kids are sneaking out of their house, drinking beer. Like, I don't think I got drunk till I was 18 years old. That was my first time. And like my husband and a lot of other people are like, oh, well, we were drinking since we were 13, 14 years old. And
Yeah, we do
Yep.
this every week.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, so I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
that kind of explains to you, like, once I had my year of freedom,
Oh, yeah.
then,
Woohoo!
exactly. And then, my parents are so strict too that they didn't tell me like to be careful or what to watch out for or anything like that. So
You never had to talk to
no,
the birds and the bees?
No, I didn't.
Are you serious?
I had to figure everything out on my own. I think since I was 17 years old, I was basically on my own.
You see,
So
that's
have you like experimented with drugs and things like that as well?
No, I've always been so scared. Like
good.
Yeah,
Good.
That's
the
good.
only thing that I've done bad is like marijuana, like that.
That's not
No,
bad.
what like quotations, like that's the
Yeah.
only thing that I've ever done, and
It was put on this earth by God. I'm smoking
it's
God's
natural.
grass.
It's natural.
See, that's why I'm not happy now. The first, they took the porn,
Yeah.
and now they took the cell phones out of the kids nowadays.
heard it.
How the fuck are they going to learn about the
I
birds
heard
and the
about the
bees? You see what I'm
porn
saying? Because
thing.
parents don't do the
I don't
talking
want to
and shit
sit
like
there.
that.
You know
right?
what? I know
How
what
the
it
fuck
is.
are they going to learn?
I know what it is.
Where's the
Rafa.
hole? I didn't know where the hole was when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Mira. Oh,
Tell me,
Then I became an expert.
put on fucking Big Mouth on Netflix.
Big Mouth?
Yeah, just let them watch the whole thing.
I've never heard of that.
Big mouth. Is
it
that like
documentary or
Don't
what?
have your Bible in the same room. That's
is that
all
like
I'm
the
gonna
deep
say.
throat
I
kind of
feel
a
guilty.
thing?
It is.
that like-
You know the Nick Kroll. He produced it. He's famous.
Or what?
but it's
A
called
lot
Big Mouth,
producing.
right?
It's called Big Mouth on that here.
But it's not compared to the deep throats like back in
Look,
the no.
I'll show you. Hold
Because
on.
that was a
I'm
porn.
gonna
that
show
showed-
him.
No, it's
I'm
probably
showing
not.
Probably
him.
not.
That's insane.
Because
How
Big
do you-
Mouth says a lot.
This
but
was
okay.
like
How
huge
big is it?
during COVID. Look,
Big Mouth.
look. Here it is.
It's a
a
cartoon.
cartoon.
Yeah.
It's wholesome.
Cheerleader like Sniff.
Like whatever. She's totally.
Oh,
This
wait,
is
I've
not
seen that.
sponsored.
I seen that.
Girls are noticing you, Nikki. You're becoming a sexual being.
Yes, finally.
Still a virgin, little. Just warm her bones.
Actually, I have like tons of female experience.
Ew.
What the heck is that?
That's a hormone monster.
a hormone.
That reminds me. That reminds me of a joke. I don't know, but Mexico is very famous at Pepito and Pepita and shit. And Pepita was at school, and she had her period, and the teacher didn't want to tell her exactly what it was, so I told you the teacher
me.
told her, you got to go home. It's a woman's thing. Your mother is going to have to explain this to you.
God.
And on her way home, she found Pepito just fucking around because he didn't go to school. And Pepito, she said, where are you going in such a hurry? Pepito, I got an issue. I got to talk to my mom. You wouldn't understand. It's a woman's thing. And he said, it's a woman's thing? I know everything that has to do with woman. I'm an expert in woman. What's your problem? So she pick up her skirt. She show him. And he's like, they cut your dick off.
I thought that was funny.
I'm a comedian. Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh Lord, help.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? I have never felt. I'm always the one who's like rah, drugs, sex, alcohol
Not
on this
Rafa today.
podcast.
Rafa's on a
Rafa,
roll today.
I need a Bible.
Yeah.
I need a Bible now.
Well, the closest wasn't the cheapest motel around here, Motel 6. They have the Bibles right there.
Oh my God.
I don't know why, because nobody reads it.
I
So
know.
you use it sometimes to make the, because the bed is kind of like sideways. You can put it underneath the. That's
For
the only.
balance.
Yeah, for balance. That's it. Other than that,
Yeah.
maybe roll a joint. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's the only two
Maybe.
uses I say.
Bible.
So you
Yes.
have any events coming up?
Rosary.
Anything cool coming up? Yeah, either on the podcast or any other thing that you're doing? You want to plug and say, hey, this day we're going to be doing this and that?
No, actually I don't. But plug. I guess follow me on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plug
Raquel
yourself.
Lopez Art. I've been trying to post regularly on there, trying to get my art out there, like not just like locally, but like
Okay. So it's Raquel Lopez
art.
Art.
Yeah.
And that's in
What do you mean? TikTok?
TikTok?
Yeah,
I
TikTok,
don't know.
Instagram, and Facebook.
Oh, and all of them. Okay,
All of
okay.
them.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it this one?
Yes, that's me. I just
Okay.
posted that one today.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wanna
thank you.
follow?
You followed me. I got-
It is this TikTok. I'm not sure if you can see it to the camera. It's right here. Y'all make sure go to TikTok, follow.
Yes.
It looks like some pretty great videos.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna look through this shit.
Oh, you have videos and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just pictures
Oh
of the,
shit!
No.
Look at that.
What?
So that
Damn.
that video was my first time. I was featured
That was your
artist
first
at
time?
the what is it called? Two Docs. That was at Two Docs.
Oh, two dogs.
Wow.
Okay, we go there all the time.
Y'all need to look at this. Just
Yeah.
watch the video.
Very
Look,
colorful.
look.
For what I can see, very, very
Yes,
colorful.
and
I like
when you
it.
talked about like emotions and stuff, like even though I might be pissed off painting,
Okay.
like I hope like my mood changes at the end of the painting because it
You know
just makes
what?
me happy.
You know what? I would like to do an experiment. I would like to tell you one of those weird stories that I have and see what kind of emotions I
Okay.
can get
Yeah.
out of you and you fake whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I would like that.
That'd
That would be fun.
awesome. Yes.
We can do it live.
There you go.
No, that
see,
would be
and
fun.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see the magic going on, okay?
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be super
so,
cool.
So I like my art to portray like happiness, like you don't necessarily always see like a figure or something, but I hope that you look at my art and just see like you feel happy, like it just brings you joy, like
Okay.
even if you might see something that's great, but I just want you to feel happy and at
Yeah.
peace when you look at my art.
I see
So
the
that's-
I saw
that's
the
my main
color,
thing.
so it's very happy colors. I
It's
like
very
that.
bright.
What are your top mediums?
Acrylic paint. I do inks, acrylic inks, and then I also like oil pastels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a little bit of everything, and that just brings like texture to the painting.
Right.
Like sometimes I like to like crinkle up some like old papers or whatever and put it
Oh,
on the
okay.
canvas just so it
So
can
you go a
have
little more 3D and stuff.
yeah. So just can have some texture and not be so flat.
Yeah.
So that's like one of my favorite things to do too.
I've seen artists like that. Honestly, they're all over social media where at one point they'll paint a leaf that's fallen from a tree, and then
Yeah.
the next thing press a barbed wire against it or bubble wrap,
Yeah.
and then it comes out to this beautiful, glorious picture of like an elephant.
Yeah.
And it's
I
whoa.
think yes, I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
They just use all kind of things for like textures and yeah, and I like to incorporate that. And then also like it's called modeling paste. It just it's like
What's that?
spackle.
Yeah.
It's like spackle.
Oh, God. That's
Okay.
something
Yeah,
completely something else. Modeling? Whoa,
Get,
okay.
get your head out of the
Okay.
gutter.
Nah, I can't. It's impossible.
Have you ever seen like TikTok videos or like even on Pinterest where they get the modeling paste and just
Yes.
make like and then they paint
Yep.
over it just so it can have texture and like maybe 2 different colors.
Yeah.
So I use that too.
I was thinking
I've
that-
seen people using it more like for makeup and stuff. Like it's becoming more into modern day makeup, like making a fish
Yeah.
out of your head. And I'm like,
Yeah, or like a dress.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's crazy the things that they can do.
I just
Women,
like to-
innovative.
Yeah, exactly.
Sex sells, you know that. You should paint something a little more sexual. Let's say we put paint and cameos like everybody and just smack her
Yeah.
against the freaking canvas and
Yes.
see
Throw
what
me
happens.
against it every
You know,
5
like
seconds.
like the
That-
tits going that way or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You pass too hard.
Exactly.
Kind of like
No, I've actually seen something like that online where they got completely.
see, it does exist.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, they got completely naked. They got on a big like canvas, and the girl was just like sprawled out, like however she felt comfortable, and the painter was just like throwing stuff on
Oh,
her.
she was
and-
comfortable.
yeah, and then she got
Oh,
up.
that'd
and it
be
was just, it was pretty
hot.
cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would
like that
sit
kind of
there
stuff.
and
With that noise too.
yeah, noise.
No,
and
now we have to
everything.
incorporate that into the painting somehow, like a recording device.
The
that people-
the title of the
with a sign that says
painting.
"Press the button."
Y'all are both bad. Y'all are so bad.
That's why
we
we
are
work together very
full of
well.
shit.
Yes, I'm gonna go home and paint like a naked lady or
You
something.
see,
Yeah.
we just planted the seed, bro.
Make sure your Bible's not in the same
I'm
room.
very motivated right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, now I feel really bad, honestly, genuinely, because like I'm thinking back to the Adam and Eve story. Are we providing the apple? Like, hopefully not.
Are you the snake?
Yeah. You know what? I wiggle
Yeah.
like one. I'm smooth like one. No, I'm kidding. No. Guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, look, I just spit every. Don't do it. Man,
Yeah.
it has been a crazy ride. Is there anything up and coming for you in your life, honestly? Like with your son, you said he's a junior at
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. My husband's about to find a new studio for his podcast.
Wow.
And then in the meantime, like I said, I'm doing my art, and then I also, man, we hustle. Me, like, we're
Yeah.
always
I can
hustling.
see that.
Like, I also make shirts. So, like, I'm doing like kindergarten shirts, back to school shirts, teacher shirts.
We're gonna need
Yeah.
some.
Like,
I was
even,
gonna
like,
get one at the park, but I didn't have any cash. And my Venmo wasn't working. I was like struggling with the stupid Venmo.
Well, we still got plenty.
You still got? I
Your
need a double
Venmo's
X.
not
I need a
working.
double X.
That's why the money wouldn't send. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
Let me tell you
Sometimes I
something.
have
I owed
issues.
him a little bit of money.
No,
Okay.
Venmo sucks sometimes. Like a
No,
lot
it
of
does.
the time, it
Well,
does.
it would let me send it to somebody else, but it won't. Absolutely will not let me send it to him.
I got.
Don't know.
I didn't want to download any of those apps, but now I got PayPal, I got Venmo, and I
It's
Cash
kinda
App. I
scary.
have to
Son of
because
a bitch.
because of the
That's what
comedy
everybody-
shows. This is how they pay. I'm like, oh, then let me download
Yeah.
this thing. But sometimes they work, sometimes, and I'm
Yeah.
terrible with technology. It's just like, oh my god, here we go again.
Yeah. My mom's always calling me. She's like, they're
How do
sending
you
me
do
a
this?
code. Like, what do you do? I don't know. I'm like, Mom, I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, we're always busy. we're always busy. So nothing like in particular, but those are the things that we just got going on.
Well, do you have any product available right now?
Yes, I have a lot of original art.
Okay.
I have some like on 18 by 24 sheets, and then I also have like canvases that are like
18 by 24, that's kind of like skinny and tall?
yeah,
right?
it's kind of like mid-size.
Oh, see, it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, and then I also have bigger pieces that are on canvas, and
Because usually the standard size is either 8 by 10, 11 by 14, 60 by
Yeah,
20,
so it's
22 by
bigger.
28, 24
and
by
then 20 by
36.
so it's 20 by 24 and bigger.
Uh-huh.
That's what I have available.
And I know that because I go to Michael's all the time.
Yes, yes, I love Michaels.
And if any of you are interested in the art and you did what you were supposed to do, which is follow her on TikTok, I had showed you the profile. I know you are watching. If you did not follow, I'm killing all of your bloodline.
Whoa.
Okay. No, I'm kidding.
But thank you.
Totally.
I appreciate that.
Make sure to reach out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I also want to start getting ready for the holidays because Christmas is coming up so fast.
Oh
I
my
hate
gosh.
to say that, but I normally every year that I'm out at the art show, I like to paint ornaments. So
Yeah, me too. I got to start thinking about what am I wearing for freaking Halloween already. Yeah.
I know.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm ready to decorate.
I've already
I love
prepared
decorating.
my Halloween costume.
What are you gonna be?
We're going to be Bonnie and Clyde
Oh.
because I love holding a Glock late at night.
It's the violence in this woman. That's what that is.
You're
We have been
spicy.
itching for a fight. We've been itching to fight somebody. Oh my God. My husband and I both.
Like,
Honey, take away the vodka. Take it
wait,
away.
you need a refill. You put
Honestly,
it
I do.
to the, put it to the side. That means she's empty. That
Yes.
means she's empty.
He's been itching right there. He doesn't know. Can I get up? Can I sit? Do I sit
You're
down? Like
"Yes,
I don't.
babe.
I don't
Yes,
know.
babe. Come fill my cup.
Yeah, but no. Well, matter of fact, if we can, real quick, does the JP Lopez have a TikTok as well?
Yes, he
JP
has two, I believe.
Lopez.
It's the JP Lopez show.
Is this one his photography?
Yes, that's his photography.
So here we go. I looked up. I just put JP Lopez all together on TikTok. Click the top one. I don't know if you could see right there.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna follow this account.
That's my IT because I don't know how to do this
I
shit.
know.
Okay.
I need
And
you to
then-
follow me to be my hype girl.
Not only that one. Hell yeah, I'll hype you all the way up. And then I'll fucking kill somebody because they're
Yo.
like, I don't like her. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say? Okay, and it's
It's
here's the next one up. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Correct?
yeah. It's
Here
the JP
is-
Lopez show,
The second account
and that's for his podcast.
for the podcast. Follow.
Great podcast, by the way.
It is a wonderful
I've
fucking
had
podcast.
so much fun
I
on that one.
love it.
Incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm super proud of him.
I know. Well, I'm pretty sure you were the one who he had the idea, and I'm sure he pitched it by you.
Yeah.
Okay, you
But-
know, and then you were like, you know what, do it.
Yeah.
So genuinely,
we're a team. We're a good team. Yeah, we're a good
it's
team.
the back and forth.
But
you
I would
know?
never take credit for that. That's his shit.
No, you
Well,
should
I mean,
take
it's
credit.
both
Fuck
of
it.
y'all. That's
Take the
what
credit.
I'm saying. You need to
Yeah.
take your side of the credit. Okay, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but he works
He
hard.
supported
Yeah.
you in life.
Of
You supported
course.
him in
Yeah.
career, and it's
Yeah.
gonna keep going. You know, like a
Exactly.
flow, like a samba.
Yeah.
That's a good team right
Yeah, because at first
You
it
know?
was so hard because I would never go to his podcast. Like I would just be at home, and his podcast would be like 3 or 4 hours. Like the actual show would only
Holy
be
shit!
it would only be an hour
there. No,
and a half.
they go
They
deep
but
and far. Yeah.
like whenever they're offline, they talk about
yeah,
some
it's like
crazy
after
shit.
the podcast. Sometimes
Yes.
the most
It's like
incredible
the after
shit.
dark
Fuck it, I
special.
wanna go.
Yes, and so like after a while,
no.
I was like, I'm not missing anymore. Like, I need to see what's happening. And yeah, so he's cut it down now that he's, more seasoned
Yeah.
podcaster.
it.
But yeah.
Well, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
Well,
It's fun.
you guys make sure to go follow those accounts. I have
you.
showed you proof on TikTok. You don't do it, I cut your left nut. Okay.
Ouch.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the love.
Of
Thank
course,
you. Yeah.
anytime.
I
Thank
love
you
that.
so much
No,
for
thank you
coming
for coming
on.
to our podcast.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Thank y'all for having me. Like, I was super nervous, but once I got here, y'all made me feel comfortable, and I feel at
I don't
home.
see
So
how.
That was
thank
the
you.
idea. That was the idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rafa, any words of wisdom?
Just be good to each other. Life is hard enough. Take care and see you on the next Taco Taco Sandwich podcast. Thank you. Good night.
Any words of wisdom from you, Raquel?
Just create. No matter what you're doing in life, just like create. Don't be afraid. Whether you're trying to do pictures, create art, or whatever, just be creative. Like, it'll just make you happy. So.
For myself, the words of wisdoms that I choose to bestow to, you know what? Let me stop talking. The vodka's hitting. You guys be careful out there. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for watching Taco Taco Sandwich. See you
Thank you.
next time.
Thank you.